Ever wondered why some harmless creatures look strikingly similar to dangerous ones? It's a fascinating riddle of nature, isn't it? The answer lies in a fascinating survival strategy known as Batesian mimicry. A survival strategy, you ask? Yes, indeed. You see, in the wild, survival isn't just about the fittest or the fastest. Sometimes it's about being the most deceptive. Imagine you're a predator, hungry and hunting. You see two creatures in front of you. One is venomous, and the other is harmless. But here's the catch. They look almost identical. Would you risk attacking and potentially ingesting a dangerous prey? Or would you steer clear, leaving the harmless creature to live another day? That, my friends, is the crux of Batesian mimicry. This incredible phenomenon is named after the 19th century British naturalist Henry Walter Bates. Bates spent years in the Amazon rainforest where he observed and documented this intriguing survival tactic. He noticed that certain benign species evolved to resemble their more dangerous counterparts, a brilliant disguise aimed at deterring potential predators. But let's delve a little deeper. What's truly fascinating is how these harmless creatures over countless generations have fine-tuned their appearances to mimic dangerous species so precisely. This isn't just about wearing a similar color or pattern. It often involves imitating specific physical traits or behaviors that signal danger to predators. Think of it as the ultimate game of deception in the animal kingdom, where looking deadly can be just as effective as being deadly. It's a high-stakes game, and the prize is survival. So the next time you spot a creature that looks menacing, take a moment to ponder. Is it truly dangerous? Or could it be a master of disguise using Batesian mimicry to bluff its way through life? Yes, in the wild, looks can be deceiving, and Batesian mimicry proves it. Consider the curious case of the false coral snake. This fascinating creature, also known as Anilius citale, is a master of deception. Despite being non-venomous, it has successfully fooled many a predator into believing it's as deadly as its venomous counterpart, the coral snake. The false coral snake, native to South America, is a striking creature, adorned in alternating bands of red and black. This vibrant pattern is eerily similar to the coral snake, a highly venomous species known for its potent neurotoxic venom. The coral snake's vibrant coloration is nature's way of warning potential predators of the lethal cocktail that lies within. However, the false coral snake has no such venom. It's harmless, yet it manages to deter predators by simply looking dangerous. This is a classic example of Batesian mimicry, a survival strategy where harmless species imitate the warning signals of harmful ones to avoid predation. So how does this work? Well, predators like birds and mammals learn from unpleasant experiences. If they've had a nasty encounter with a venomous coral snake, they'll associate the bright red and black banding with danger. When they see the false coral snake with its similar pattern, they instinctively avoid it, fearing another dangerous encounter. This strategy, however, isn't foolproof. Batesian mimicry only works if the harmful species, in this case, the coral snake, is more common than the mimic, the false coral snake. If there are too many mimics and not enough venomous snakes, predators might start calling the bluff, leading to a dangerous game of roulette for the false coral snake. The false coral snake's survival strategy is a testament to the ingenious ways in which nature operates. It's a reminder that in the wild, it's not always the fittest that survive, but sometimes those best able to deceive. The false coral snake is not armed with venomous fangs or formidable strength, yet it survives and thrives by simply pretending to be something it's not. The false coral snake surely understands that sometimes survival is all about perception. From the world of reptiles, let's take a flight into the world of insects. Among the fluttering beauties of the insect kingdom, the Viceroy butterfly stands out, not just for its vibrant colors, but for its masterful art of deception. This North American native is a striking example of Batesian mimicry, a biological phenomenon where a harmless species imitates the warning signals of a harmful species to deter predators. The Viceroy shares an uncanny resemblance to the monarch butterfly. At first glance, you might confuse the two with their orange and black wing patterns seemingly identical. However, this is no mere coincidence. The Viceroy is a copycat, cleverly mimicking the monarch's bold colors and patterns. Why, you might ask? Well, the monarch butterfly is toxic thanks to its diet of milkweed during its larval stage. Predators such as birds, after one unpleasant encounter with the monarch, quickly learn to associate the bright orange and black pattern with a nasty taste. So when they spot a butterfly with similar markings, they steer clear, not wanting to repeat the unpleasant experience even if the butterfly in question is a harmless Viceroy. Despite its non-toxic nature, the Viceroy butterfly has managed to carve out a niche for itself in the wild, thanks to this deceptive appearance. It's a remarkable example of how mimicry can be a powerful survival tool. By merely looking like the toxic monarch, the Viceroy gets a free pass, with potential predators giving it a wide berth. However, the Viceroy's deception goes even deeper. Recent studies have shown that it isn't just a simple mimic. It too is unpalatable to predators, but not as much as the monarch. This adds another layer of complexity to the Viceroy strategy, blurring the lines between Batesian and Müllerian mimicry, where two harmful species mimic each other. In the world of insects, the Viceroy butterfly certainly knows how to play its cards. So, what does all this mimicry tell us about nature? Well, it shows us just how crafty and resourceful creatures can be when it comes to survival. This clever tactic, known as Batesian mimicry, allows harmless species to masquerade as dangerous or poisonous ones in order to avoid predation. It's a testament to the power of evolution and the lengths organisms will go to ensure their survival. Let's take a step back and revisit the examples we've discussed. The false coral snake, a harmless creature at its core, dons the vibrant colors of the lethal coral snake. This simple act of imitation deters potential predators, increasing the false coral snake's chances of survival. Then we have the Viceroy butterfly, a creature of beauty and elegance. It doesn't pack any poisonous punch, yet it masterfully mimics the toxic monarch butterfly. This deters predators who've learned the hard way that the monarch is not a tasty treat. These species have essentially tricked the system. They found a loophole in the survival game, adopting the look of danger without actually possessing the associated risks. But Batesian mimicry is more than just a costume party. It's a complex evolutionary strategy, deeply woven into the fabric of these species' survival tactics. It's a clear illustration of how survival isn't solely about physical strength or speed, but also about cunning and deception. Moreover, Batesian mimicry underscores the interconnectedness of species within an ecosystem. It shows how the survival of one species can hinge on the perceived threat of another. It's a delicate balance, a dance of deception and perception that plays out in the wild. So the next time you see a brightly colored snake or a beautifully patterned butterfly, take a moment to appreciate the complexity of nature. Remember that what you're seeing might not be what it seems. It could be a harmless creature, simply playing the game of survival in the smartest way it knows how. In the wild, survival isn't always about the survival of the fittest. Sometimes it's about the survival of the smartest, the ones who know how to use Batesian mimicry to their advantage.